stuff as our board member and stuff like that. But for people that's not familiar with Hood Hope Movement, basically I grew up in Chicago, the same Chicago story, Joint Street Tribe, selling drugs that, Ronald Reagan, the President of the United States of America, brought in through the pond, the real Rick Ross, who now revealed the story and stuff like that, and people got murdered and stuff. But they brought crack cocaine into our community, and a lot of people partook in that because they were confused and misguided. People ended up in prison and stuff like that. So I ended up getting wrongfully convicted, in fact, for something I didn't do. So I thought I was getting away with stuff, but you're really not getting away with nothing because my karma came back. I ended up doing 15 years. It was crucial. Like, they had built a Supermax, TAMS and stuff like that. And a lot of y'all that's listening to the show got family members that's in there. Y'all need to write them and stuff if y'all care about them. If anybody's trying to hit it when they get out, you down. But when I'm in the cell, you acting like you don't know me. Quit playing. You ain't got no meds on your phone, stuff like that. But I went through that for 15 years. So when I got out, while I was in there, it was a transformation from like the Malcolm Little to Malcolm X conversion, but I had the benefit of knowing his story while I was going through his story, so it was even deeper. I knew what he went through as a street hustler to become conscious and wake up and see the truth and what's really going on. So one question I had posed to myself was why the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, who I love, and Obama, and Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, people like that, wasn't all sitting at the same table together. If you really care about us, then what's the beef? What's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, quit playing. So I started Hood Hope Movement to bring us all together, like Muslims, Christians, GDs, BDs, Chris Bloods, Democrats, Republicans. Quit playing. If you a good person, you a good person. Come on, act like it. Get involved. So I kind of put like the cart before the horse. I wasn't thinking about no 501c3 and paperwork and all that. I know the truth, and I'm here to tell the truth. And for 5 years, I've been doing it. When I got out to full custody of my son, and this is my testimony, and I know braggadocious because I ain't the only brother that done that, and brothers and sisters still doing that. A lot of sisters be doing that, but it's a lot of families that is together. Shout out to that too. But this was that situation, and sis raised a fine young man. You know what I'm saying? His name is Prince and stuff like that. So when I took full custody, it was a class because I ain't never been in his life. And I know how it is to grow up without a father because I grew up without one. I came in with all this black power, woo-woo. I wasn't even ready for that stuff until I was in my 30s. You know what I'm saying? Here I'm cracking a 14-year-old across the head with message to the black man, what page you on? He's like, hold on, Dad. What's going on? What's this? Right. But, he graduated stuff. He's doing good. So, in fact, he had got caught with some madness at his school, but he doing Hood Hope Movement, spared broke. Normally, they're supposed to call the police in situations like this, but black power prevailed. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, Maze Jackson, who I was with today, and y'all see the pictures and stuff I posted on Antoine Alexander, Hood Hope Movement on the book and stuff like that, who WVON, shout out to Bro for trying to represent, but not for trying to take that word out, for representing people through the airways. When I spoke to him today, he was talking about how when he was a lobbyist, they put the Democrats put the Democratic issues before black power issues. Okay. And see, at that school, they was about to put they policy before black power. Right. You about to give a youth a criminal record. Oh, without this being the last resort.
Right.
And so I came in and stuff like that, but I'm just saying that was my karma coming back because I'm doing Hood Hope. That's why they spared, bro. They was like, man, we going to give you a pass, bro, because what your father doing. Right. Mm-hmm. But we need to rectify. Y'all got to redeem yourself. They ain't even let my son march, but they gave him his diploma. Right. But I gave him a little thing, but I ain't get to march either. So like father, like son, but at least he ain't ever been to prison.
Right.
And that's a good thing, because a lot of our youth today is being picked up and being put in the system, So that's a big thing that he's speaking upon. So if you really listen, this is a real deep brother right here. So you really need to listen to what he got to say about how he been there before, because it's a lot going on that a lot of people sleep on and not noticing what's going on with our children because we're too busy doing other things instead of focusing on what's going on in our community. That's why I brought this brother real deep in to tell you about the Hood Hope Movement because it's real deep. That's brought Hood Hope up, So he's basically telling us how he going about with his son, how they was trying to put that label and put him somewhere, But by him have the legacy that he have, they stopped it, because he real deep, right?
Well, some people know me about real deep because they was calling me real ill when I was deep off into the Moore Science Temple of America. Shout out to them. But I just got away from like different labels and stuff like that. I am who I am. I am what I am. You know, so you could call, they say Muslim, that means one who's submissive to God, one who's obedient to God. Christian, one who's Christ-like. So I'm a Muslim and a Christian. I am Christ-like. You see these locks hanging. I started a hood whole movement in the name of arm, leg, arm, head. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Haile Selassie. And I be pronouncing their name wrong, but people know what I'm talking about. And Jesus and all the good prophets and stuff. And people like y'all that's doing work right now. This is a good time to be living in, like, enjoy this moment for real, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I met with the owner of the Cubs. The Ricketts family was on 63rd and King Drive and stuff like that. So we got our hand in politics. We got a show coming up in my son's school. He didn't graduate. We want to bring the chess up there. 316, we want to do the show. Of course, we want Kimmy Kim involved. She did, I don't know how many shows with us. Shout out to Kimmy Kim for real. Like, she be helping the movement and stuff like that. Shout out to the black woman.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? For holding down the black man. And sometimes we be hard on each other like Tupac said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And him and his mama's gone. But real talk, you know, a hood hope movement, what we was teaching the children was, what was it? Boys don't hit girls. Girls don't hit boys. No, sharing is caring. Hood hope shares. Boys don't hit girls, and girls don't provoke boys.
Right. Now I like that. I like that part. We say don't provoke.
I've been around my shorties for so long. I've been dealing with you grown people. I'm gonna get away from y'all. Seriously, we got something coming up 316. I'm tired of hanging around grown people. We got something coming up 316 at Chatham Academy on 93rd and Langley School. My son graduated from. They teach Swahili, chess and stuff up in there. But and then we're supposed to be doing something at Committee Man Bailey office in the 20th Ward, some spoken word and stuff like that, because he's gonna snatch the alderman office over there. So that's our horse in the race over there. And then we riding with TO too, but you know how that go. But back to the shout out to the black woman. You know, for real, because we came from the black woman, and no wrong with us celebrating our woman. And no matter what we disagree with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan on, whatever it is, you want to eat pork or you want to keep long locks like me, whatever the case may be, you got to agree, bro, that our nation will never as high than our woman. Stop raising these sisters. It's going to make us look better. It's going to make us look good. And you got to tell the truth, black man. The sister holding you down anyway. Either your mama, your auntie, your baby mama, somebody, bro. And if you ain't got no sister holding you down, you better get you one. We're talking about Action Jackson.
Hey, you hear me?
So shout out to the black woman. We got to step up and start supporting them, protecting them, and build, kingdoms and queendoms so we can be kings and queens. And shit, don't do it.
Hey, I hear you, man.
So, really, tomorrow, I heard about the little event that was tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I got to plug everything. Give us the rundown on that for tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is all about the Alliance, which is pushing CPAC, police accountability, and, having with Laquan McDonald, our little baby that got shot 16 times, and they hit the tape. So we're fighting that. Paul O'Neill, they shot him in the back. No one's indicted. We want justice for Paul Bauer, the police commander, we want justice for him, but we want justice for Paul O'Neill, too, who got shot in the back. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It was unarmed. This is a whole police. He signed up for that. He signed up for that, though, and his family going to be blessed with millions and stuff like that. What about Paul O'Neill? What did his family get? That brother was shot in the back. And again, Laquan McDonald, 16 times. So the Alliance and stuff like that, they having a community breakfast. They reaching out, free food and everything. I'm tired of y'all acting like y'all don't care. So now they got free food. Y'all want some free food? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all probably ain't watching my live, or y'all watch it and don't like it and don't share it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to peep game. But I ain't mad at y'all, though. But look, it's a free breakfast tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock on Saturday Night House at the Bob Beer Center. Shout out to Cassie and them selling black-owned products. Again, black women. But I also got black-owned, too. Y'all know that I got tissue contracts now, so you're going to sign up for the tissue, and I'm going to deliver it, or we're going to be beefing, because you don't care about me or my people if you using somebody else's tissue. This is something simple. You talking about you going to march. I'm going to vote. I'm going to build this. I'm going to build that. I'm going to own this. I'm going to help this. I'm going to raise my child right so my child don't kill your child, but your child ain't using my tissue.
Bro, you make tissue? Like, for real, let me know what's up with this tissue. Like, what made you start making tissue?
Operated, manufactured, distributed by the people. Kwame Tissue Factory in Indiana. So we got Tissue Factory.
That was a very smart thing to do.
This is a community-based business alliance. Now, a lot of people know us from boycotting Misha on 47 from months on in. So when we boycotted Misha, the light was lit. So y'all were interested in some ruckus. There was a lot of ruckus up there at Misha because we clashing with our people. They unconscious. So now we got to have a situation where the house Negro and the field Negro got to reach a consensus.
That's deep.
Just like the GDs, the BDs, the Stones, and Lords got to reach a consensus. The Neutrons got to reach a consensus. Democrats and Republicans got to reach a consensus. Civilians and police got to reach a consensus. And that's why we need the Alliance, police accountability, because this system ain't working. If y'all have shot my shorty 16 times, boy, and hit the tape, and y'all talking about, you got McCarthy who running for mayor talking about you don't see a murder, don't play with us like that. God is not going to allow it.
Hey.
You
Hey.
got deep.
Look, she caught the spirit up in here. Cause look, when you see Black Power in the building, I'm telling you.
Yes, that's
Black Power
my
do that
black
to you, though.
brother. You know, because he keeps it real, you know. And this is the Kim and Kim show where we're keeping it real, live, and entertaining.
Oh, this is a good time to announce my name change.
Uh-oh.
Because, you know, we still putting out Chicago Street Journal. And
Okay.
we put out an article on Kim and Kim. That was one of our best articles. Again, shout out to the Black woman.
Yes,
Like
yes.
that. And anyway, we still push Chicago Street Journal. He want me to give him an article on hip-hop. But I feel like hip-hop been involved in politics. I think that's the biggest issue right now. We got a billionaire battle and stuff like that. And so we need to be involved. So somebody can offer an article on hip-hop. Matter of fact, an article about hip-hop's non-involved. Why hip-hop ain't involved in this politics stuff? You know what I'm saying? So that's going on. And what you had to ask me again?
We just need to all come together and stay together.
Nah, I'm just playing.
He didn't get so deep, he didn't
I'm just
forget
playing.
what I asked.
It was the name.
Nah, he got it. He got it.
You didn't ask me nothing. I announced the name change.
He said the key stuff.
So some people know me as Real Deep because I made a conversion from Real Ill to Real Deep. A lot of people know Ill, E-L, Emmanuel, who was Jesus' name. Emmanuel, his name should be called Emmanuel. I-M-M. What's A-N-U-E-L? I'm man, you God. E-L means God. That's why it was Israel. E-L. And Bay is governors. That's why you got Bays and Ills. And that's deep in our community. They talk about, why they not even talking about Farrakhan, still alive, Black History Month. Elijah Muhammad, who was Robert Poole Bay, changed his name when he met the white dude, Farah Muhammad, and started the Nation of Islam in 1933. However, when Prophet Noble Drew Ali started the Moorish Science Temple of America in 1913, 26 years before Martin Luther King was born. He came with the Circle 7 and said, this is for our people to treat the black woman right, to treat the black man right. Read the Circle 7. It's knowledge in there. Leader's supposed to be a servant. How you going to be my leader if you ain't no servant? The reason why Kim and Kim is still on the board of Hood Hope, I have served Sis. Came to pick her up, brought her stuff, mentored her son. I have served this sister. You know what I'm saying? So as a leader, you have to be a servant. Or what? You ain't my leader. You can't give. You ain't serving me. Come on now, quit playing. So, and with regard to economics, we got to do for ourselves. All y'all use tissue. This is one simple idea. We use toothpaste. You know what I'm saying? How many community-owned products you got in your house since you say you care about the children, and there's people out here doing something about the children. Even if I was just doing something about my own son with the money, support that. But I'm not. But, you know, because that's what God put on my heart. But back to the name change, from Real Deep, when Facebook closed the page and stuff like that, shout out to Satan, Lucifer, the Devil, the Dragon, and the Beast, because he working overtime, because this is his last shot at the title, so he Me Tooing, he doing anything he can, because he going to lose in the end. And so we on the right team. Go ahead.
Okay.
But it's Brotherhood now. They say I'm talking too much, y'all. But my name is Brotherhood now, because the Hood Hope Movement, and I'm Brotherhood. That's Sister Kim. Go ahead.
Yes, and he got real deep, got me.
I had to.
Woo, shut up over here. You know, like we didn't went to a Christian
we need
church,
that, though.
you know what I'm saying? But hit us up at 708-653-0437. This is the Kim and Kim show where we keep it real live and entertain, baby. And we finna get into some music, baby. And this is Flashback Friday where we keeping it spicy because it's Freaky Friday.
What she say, spicy? Okay.
Y'all, wow. I'm glad I came through and I got a roll. I wasn't even going to come, but I said, you know what? We cannot do that. We cannot be not in our word unless it's a life or death situation.